we're back. And today is Friday, 7:14 a.m., day 16. Day 16. And I can't see where I'm going. Turning right. Boom. So, last day of the week for school. Then I'll be 1/15 of the way through school. Also, my wife made me coffee. Oh, it's so good. One of the greatest investments I've ever made. DeLonghi espresso machine. Gotta get the big one. Yes, that's some top tier coffee from my top tier wife. I love my wife. As a dog, I like dogs. Goodbye, dog. So, what we got today? We got practice. Then one class, gym, the other class. Then I go to the mechanic for an oil change. Oil changes are important, and I'm a little bit over. So, it is what it is. We'll get that sorted today. This Friday is the first game for my local high school. I doubt I'll go see it, but I will. I'll keep track. I'm sure there'll be highlights and stuff. I wish they do the best. I think we're on a 19 game losing streak. Yeah, it was my high school is like one of the worst right now. It used to be one of the best. We went from like a 20-year playoff streak to that. The only reason why we didn't I have not talked about my high school like records. Freshman year was COVID, but it was like 3-3. We beat multiple teams that were like really good though. The other teams that we played were like they were like teams who like won the state championship last year because we were just being competitive, and just trying to play whoever wanted us to play. Then sophomore year we were 4-5, lost a close one, missed the playoffs. Junior year we were 2-7. So when I broke my arm and was out, I was like third string. Then senior year we were 3-6, and that one was a doozy. It was 28 players, freshman through senior. We started 10 seniors both ways. And every game that we played, halftime we were winning. It was that was just 100% numbers is why. If we had like 5 like juniors, because I think there was only like 5 juniors, because 28 players. That was if we had a solid junior group, playoffs all day, because we were winning against relatively competitive teams all by the half. And then we lost our last game to a team that made it to the semifinals. We lost to them by 3. It was good times though. Hardly any wins. And then the year after I graduated, we got a new coach. 0-9. And it was like, first year's always going to be bad, right? There are a few instances where the first year can be really good. This one, though, you got to figure out a lot coaching. Then the next year rolled around, and then it was another 0-9. And like, okay, yeah, you're a nice guy, but it's time to move on. But he quit coaching and like entirely. He's done like junior coaching, and then he did like freshman and JV coaching for a while. Then he worked with varsity, and then he became a varsity coach. I think it was too much for him as an individual, because he was a good coach when I had him. Just not head. He was not head coach. But yeah, I did my freshman year of college. When I did equipment, I had time to coach high school football, so I helped out with that a lot. That was fun. They at least listened to me. The problem is, though, is like they all knew who I was, so it wasn't a good thing to have from respect to another junk. And we had this guy who signed on to a D3 school, and it was just like he'd like flip me off in practice and stuff. I'm like, dude, it's like I know we were like buddies in high school, but this is I'm your coach now. You can't do that. Then he got all huffy and puffy and all mad at me for that. What? Can't do that. I'm gonna do what I want. Sure, pal. I mean, like, I get you're going D3, but like, it's good that you're gonna go play college ball. I don't think they're gonna like that. I honestly don't think he played. I think he signed, but never did anything else, because I never saw him on a roster or anything new about that. I don't know. Maybe he could be just a D3 warrior. I did not go D3, obviously. Really good coffee from my wife. No, I did not go D3. I am chasing my dreams. This school is literally the only school I want to play. I mean, it's like, if you do a what-if scenario, would you rather go to a Power 4 school full ride or this school full ride? I'll probably pick the Power 4 just because, but like, realistically, I actually probably would prefer the school I'm at now, just because everything's all local. I grew up in the area, all my family's in the area. It'd be better like flying across. Bama. I love Bama. They gave me a scholarship. It'd be rough, My parents want to go see me. Drive hours. What is it? 12 hours down to there. 8 hours. See me, if I was to play like one of the final reps after we're beating a team like 60 points, it'd be just a bunch of So there's that. But tomorrow looks like the day we can go do football stuff in the field, hopefully. Just figuring out the schedule has been just I have not been in the field at all. I'm slipping. So I'm gonna figure out practice schedule for Saturday. I think it's at like 9. We practice at 9. So let's say we get done at like noon or 1. I'll go to the rec, say 3 or 4, come back and then hit pads and got too much to do in a day. It is not, because I might have to go to a birthday party tomorrow. It's good that I'm being able to go to this birthday party, but the problem is, it's still within my schedule. I gotta move. Birthday party context. Head coach's wife's. It's actually a pretty huge ordeal if you are a player and stuff, being invited to something like that. The thing is, I don't know right now if I'm invited to something like that. But my wife has to make the cake, oddly enough. It's because she can make really, good for you, health-wise, macro-friendly cakes. So that is the missus's job for probably tomorrow. Making a cake. I hope she makes me a little separate one so I could, taste test her over here. So yeah. Gonna be like the football, of course. Left day. We got bad arms. Today's arms. Heavy. We need to throw in some squeezing rope. The rope needs to be squeezed. Heavy dumbbell rollovers are really nice. We're probably gonna do push down rope and then dip. If the free weight dip is open, we'll use that. If not, they've got the dip machine. Boom. Might have just slightly blown a red light. Oh, there's people behind me who still fall. Okay. What else is there? We've got biceps, curls on the preacher curls. I like that preacher curl a lot. I don't have many bicep machines there. I foresee more Zotman curls because those feel great. An absolute staple of my lifting now should be Zotman curls. Shout out to Zotman and his curls. I don't know who Zotman is. Zotman. Yeah, curls. And those are really easy to do, even for beginners. They're lightweight. I don't know what other machines. I'm trying to think. They got a lot of dumbbells, obviously. That room I spend most of my time in, those dumbbells only go to 80 pounds. What if... I don't know. Maybe some single arm, cable squeezing stuff. I haven't done that in a minute. Maybe single arm tricep extension, single arm bicep curl. Those could be a finisher, rounds of those. Right side bicep tricep, then left side bicep tricep. Do a lot of that. That doesn't seem too bad. No, I actually like that idea. That's a finisher. That's what I got on my plan. I think that's our plan now. Lat pull outs from yesterday, fantastic. 190 pounds is our new starting weight permanently. Hopefully on a cut too, I can still do it. Because like I said this time last year, I could barely do 150 pounds. I couldn't feel nothing in my lats. I it's just try to like focus on your armpits. It's weird. Like I really feel it when it's pulling. Like people talk about you gotta get a deep stretch when working your lats. I now am figuring that out. You let that thing just pull on you, and it's like not fun. Like it's pulling you apart. Like it's hurting. But it's like, then when you're done, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I can feel my muscles being worked. Other than that, it kind of just hurts. Maybe we could do a warm-up set. Like I don't know, like, if the stretch is that important, it's like, do I just put like 220 on there and then just do like 3 reps and then the last one just a crazy stretch for like 15 seconds? Like, would that technically work, or should that be like a finisher? Maybe some sort of both. Write that down for next lap. Write it down for next lap day. Back day, like think about it. We could do, because I said there's probably going to be an 8-set pull down or something. So the first set would be the 3 stupidly heavy squeezing, and then you hold it. And then you do 4 or 6, sets of just pulling. And then the last one could be another super heavy squeezing one. Probably not as heavy, but like within reason. I wonder how crazy that would be. The rows in that row machine, I got up to 195. Most I've ever done on that row. This bulk has been fantastic, and I'm still only at like, was it 232? Oops. Ugh. Empty. Shout out to my wife. I'm off the road. Back on the road. Yeah, I have enjoyed this bulk so far. Like you just gotta keep the fats low, and I'm good. It's really the only thing I've truly been watching more. It's low fat. That's it. Low fat. Because the protein, I'll always hit my protein goals. There's only one day I missed it, and that was because I was I was in a house with a bunch of people, and there's literally no meat in this house. They ran out. It didn't work. It didn't, it was just weird scenario, and it wasn't anybody's fault. It was a busy day. Then, I think that was the only day I've ever missed my protein. Truly missed my protein. Now, I know there's been days, like cutting, I have missed my protein, like something could be a little bit off. Or like I counted a lot of like protein from plants like that. It's not the best when it comes to counting like your macros. You always want protein from like an animal source, and these people need to go. These people need to go. Oh wow, people. I'm not getting road rage. I ain't getting no road rage. Never get road rage on your way to work. Especially like, unless you're self-employed and have a business, never get road rage for other people like that. Like, you work for like McDonald's. It's like McDonald's doesn't care. You get in a wreck with like road rage and all this other junk. McDonald's ain't gonna pull you out. McDonald's does not care about you. I care about football though. I'm 4 minutes late-ish technically, but we only start at 8. I have the option to go earlier, but I'm not getting up at 5:30. No. I enjoy my evening and my time with the missus. She's the most fantastic person in the whole world. So I'll just show up at, no one said anything. This is a fine time. playing wherever. Oh well. So yeah, we'll go to practice, and I'll see you at the rec center for arms again. Yep.
back. One of the craziest arm pumps I've ever had. Yeah, this is a little bit of a sneak peek. I don't plan on doing many pose downs, this bulk. Think of it. If you look at me pose down every day, are you going to notice a difference? Probably not. Now, if we jump back like 2 more weeks, so like a month into this, I do a pose down, would you notice a difference? I think so. So that is what we are going to do. This is a sneak peek because this is day 15, so halfway through the month. One of the craziest arm pumps I've ever had. Absolutely killed it. I'm also absolutely late again because it's 11 o'clock and my class is at 11. I don't care. I had fun. So I've got this class, then immediately another class, then I have an oil change, and I'm done. That's it. That's all I got for the day. I want to spend the rest of it with my wife. I love her dearly and miss her very much. But, oh yeah, we are killing it. What was a 160-pound curl? Most I've ever done on a curl. 160 pounds. That is, we are moving heavy weights. I got, what was it, for like 28 overhead press? It says 100, what is that, 125? It feels like 200. Comparative to, like comparing to other stacks that I use, it feels like 200. Like I use the standard, like, push downs in the other stacks at, like, the other gyms. But, dude, I feel awesome. Whoa! Flexed so hard it messed up the camera. No, I'm joking. But yeah, that was absolutely awesome, and yeah. Yep. So we are going to class. Tomorrow is legs. So you know what that means. Heavy legs. I talked to one of my buddies. He said that we could probably do stuff on the field tomorrow because there's no practice tomorrow. Also, 41 subscribers. We hit it. The big 4. We broke the 4-0 barrier. We are almost 1/10 of the way from being able to make $1 on this thing. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, we're gonna have to. We gotta hit legs harder tomorrow. Legs are going to be absolutely destroyed. So tomorrow I will get a clip, if I can, of football, some field work, even if it's like a 5-10 second video. Like boom, this is a clean rep I got. Then legs absolutely, hamstrings and quads are going to just. We are going the distance, and we are going for speed. I love that song, The Distance. And I also love my wife. Oh, I love her so much. I got only 30 minutes of cardio in today because I had a blunder on my part, as one does. Wrong time for class. I showed up at 9 and said, "Where's everybody at?" It's at 11. So this is, gym time had to be a little bit, Don't worry though, I was walking. I was at least walking, to class because it's all the way across campus. And now I got to walk again because it's 11:03 and I'm late. So I got to go. I got to get out of here and go to my philosophy class. So I'll see you tomorrow for legs. Bye.